Hello learners. In this lecture, we are going to deal with the vertical circulation part. Okay. The elements those would be included in vertical circulations are stairs, ramps, and railings. Okay. So let's begin with the stair element. Okay. So you can find the stair under circulation uh, panel in the architectural tab. Okay. You have the stair, ramp, and railing. So we'll have a look at each of them one by one. So we'll just begin with the stair component. Okay. So in order to model a stair, it's better to first open any floor plan view to ease the operation. So then when you have the floor plan view open, you can access the stair element by just left clicking on the stair tool. Okay. So here first we'll have the look at the drawing elements. That is, here we have the run. Okay. That is the flight. And then we have the landing, and the next we have the support. Okay. So here are a few of the predefined shapes of the run type. Okay, so we have the straight run, we have the spiral, we have center and spiral. Okay, so we have L-shaped winder and we have U-shaped winders. Okay, and if we want any other unique shape, we can just sketch it out. Okay, so these are the few tools that would help us in sketching the stair flights. Then we have landing. Landing can be like picked between two runs, or it can even be sketched. Okay, and lastly we have the support. Okay, so just we'll have a look at the run first. So whenever I select the run, and first we'll look at the straight run, then in the properties panel we have the type of stair. Okay, these are the predefined stairs. So we have residential left standard staggered, sorry, and in situ concrete precast stair. Okay, so let's go with uh, any of the following. So let's go with the private stair. Okay, and after that we have to set the constraints. That is the base constraint, that is we are starting from level 0. The stair should go to level 1, and if there is any offset, that is base offset, top offset, that you can assign to it. And here we have the desired number of risers, that is 18. It is this value can be changed depending on the stair location or the adjustment that you require. And here we have the calculation, that is actual uh, trade depth is 250 and actual rise height is 1667, that is 167 round off. Okay, here when you go to edit type, you can have the values modified. Okay, so maximum riser height is 170 and actual is 167. So this is under the maximum limit, so it's okay. And here we have the minimum tread depth, so it's 250. You can change it as per required. Okay, so we can have these values changed, and when you if you want to change the minimum run width, you can change it from here. For now it's 1 meter, that is 1000 mm, so you can have it as per your requirements. Okay, so here we have the calculation rule for the riser and tread calculations. And after that we have the run type, that is the run which you are creating, that is the flight. So when you click on the extra option here, like we can have the system, like the family, we can have the access to the family of the run, and there are few types that are predefined. Okay, so we have concrete flight, we have wood 30 by, like there is another type here. Okay, so you can have the selection between any of the three given, or you can create a new one. So by default we will choose this 50 tread, 10 nosing, 12 riser. Okay, so what does this mean? So 50 here represents to the thread thickness. So it's 50 and you can have the profile as well. Okay, you can have the profile, or you can select. So if you have the thread thickness here, so I'll just go with the standard nosing length. As the name suggests, the length is 10 and we have the nosing profile. For example, it's radius 20 So if there are any few extra here, we can have selected. So I'll go with 30 And where do you want to apply the nosing? So you want only the nosing to be present at the front or at the rear, left, right. You can select as required. Okay, let's now go with the defined settings. And as we scroll down, we have the riser settings. Okay, so whenever this box is checked, then the risers are present. If you don't want the risers to be present in your stair, you just need to uncheck this. And if you want the riser to be slanted, you can have this box checked, and the riser thickness is 12 So profile is set to by default, so you can have it changed. Okay, so as of now there is no riser profile here, so let's keep it as defined. And how you want the riser to tread connection, like extend riser behind tread or extend tread under riser. Okay, you can have these options too. So let's go and complete our staircase using these settings first. So this is all related to the flight. Okay, that is the run that we are going to create. So hit on apply. Okay, so we have the run type set. Then the next is the landing type. For now the landing is non-monolithic landing, so if you want to change it, click here. And for now we have only the one single type of landing, so let's go with it. And function is interior. Okay, for now, as we move down below, we have the supports data. So the first is the right support. So do you need any support or the stringer beam present to the staircase while modeling? So first of all, we'll have this set to none. And the next one is left support. I'll just keep it none in order to showcase the changes that would apply, means that would uh, develop when we change these settings in further examples. Okay, so that's it. Just hit apply. Okay, so once my properties are set, all the modifications are set, just now let's begin with creating the staircase. So first is the single flight. Just click anywhere where you want to start, and please notice here the run is set to center. So whenever the run is set to center, the stair is sketched or modeled with reference to the center. Okay, as you can see, the dotted blue line is starting from the center. So if I select it as left, you can notice the stair is now starting from the left end part. Okay, similarly we can have it from right. Okay, you can see, you can notice the change. Now the sketch handle or the path by which we are sketching or modeling the staircase is now turned to the left hand side. Okay, so let's keep it center for now. Okay, as I am moving my cursor above in the straight line, you can notice like at the bottom 6 risers created, 11 remaining. So as you see in the properties panel, the desired number of risers is 17. So the total count of risers in the stair should be 17. So there are by default 6 risers created, 11 pending. So if I move my cursor mouse above in the straight line, you can notice 16, 17. Okay, the number of risers created and 0 remaining. Once the all the risers number are satisfied and there is 0 riser remaining, you just need to click okay and finish. As you can see, our stair is now modeled. Okay, let's delete this shaft that we have created previously. So for now, we have this kind of staircase that runs from level 0 to level 1. Okay, so there is railing by default. You can delete this railing by selecting on the railing, click on the railing. Okay, only if you need the stair, you can keep it. So for example, if I don't need the what you can say riser here, so you can have that as well. Okay, let's go with this section first and check all the features that we have seen before. Go to view T9. Okay, so this is the nosing. Okay, this is the riser and this is the tread. So you can have these profiles changed and the junction changed as well. So if I go to edit, I select the element, edit type, and under the run, okay, just go here. So if I want the thread thickness to be 50, maybe or 100, I can have it here. And profile, okay, it's okay to be standard. And I want the nozzle length to be 50 mm. So I will keep it 50. Please notice the change as we modify these settings. And I don't want the riser to be present, so I'll just turn this off and hit apply. Hit okay. Okay. So you'll notice previously the nosing part was here. Now the nosing is extended and the profile is also changed. And we have unselected the risers, so there are no risers present in the given staircase. Okay. If you want to change the, for example, if you can change the desired number or adjust the staircase even after modeling of the staircase. Okay, so sometimes what happens, the upper end of the staircase exactly doesn't match the top floor. So in that case, you need to play with these entities. Okay, sometimes you just need to change the desired number of risers and maybe the top offset, base offset by certain values in order to achieve the top correctly. Okay, so this is how we model the staircase by run, straight run. Okay, so let's go ahead, and this time I'll select the full spiral, full step spiral. Now let's go with in, cast in situ concrete. So all you need to enter a spiral center, and you just need to click second point in order to start the stair. So before we click on finish mode, you can still edit the staircase. So the width of the stair extended, so you can extend it from here as well, or you can have any modifications as required. Okay, if you want to change the start position, end position, you can just drag it. Okay, so when you check the properties here, the base level is set to 0, level 1 as the top level, and we have desired number of risers 18. When you go to edit type, you have the same parameters or the same settings that we have seen previously, so you can change it here as well. The run type is 1 mm thread, and its depth is 150 mm, so you can check this. You can set the underside surface smooth or stepped as you want. Okay, the depth you can define from here. So for now it's 150 depth, so here the thickness is 150. If you want to change it, then duplicate it, go to 100 mm, select 100 here. Okay, and if you want to apply any material finishes, trade material, you can assign those. Okay, if you don't want the trade, you want the trade, just select this. Okay, for now the trades are visible, so it's checked. If you don't want the threads to be visible, you can just uncheck this. Then you have the thread thickness as 1 mm. You have the thread profile. You have the nosing length. For now, it's 0. Okay, if you want the nosing, you can have this as well. If you want the riser, you don't want the riser, you can have this selected, and all the identity data, that is any URL for the website that is assembling the staircase, or any type of information you want to feed. Okay, you can just have it here. For now, it's okay. Landing type you can change here. For now it's 200 mm. If you want to change it, you want 100 mm, so go here, and under the thickness you can change it from here. So if you want to change the material, you can go here and change, okay, as required, and hit okay. For now we don't want any supports. If you want any supports, you can just click. Okay, then as we have selected the right support as a stringer, then we have the type of stringer, that is here 50 mm width. You can change it here, as we have 15 mm, 50 mm, 15 mm, and 25 mm. So you can choose any one or create a new one. So you can have the profile from here, and you can have all the other dimensions related to the stringer beam. Okay, for now let's use the default, and I want a similar type of stringer at the left end also. And if you don't want any supports at the either ends, so you can have it at the center. So you have the mid support option. So when you just click on the mid support, you can have the mid support instead of the side supports. So let's check first the mid support, side supports, and then we'll check the mid support, and hit finish to apply. Go to 3D view. So these are the stringer beams. Okay, these are the stringer beams that are present at the either ends of your stair. Now, if you want the winder type of staircase, you can just go for the winder type. Click on like select the type you require. So let's go with the private again, and just place it anywhere you want. Go to finish. You can have the winder staircase model. So by default, you have made the changes into the properties, so the risers are not visible. If you want them again, just go to edit, run type, and select the risers. Okay, okay. So you can see the risers are now visible. So in this way, you can have the stairs model. So now let's go with the sketching part. So select the stair again. So now if you want to create in landing in between, so let's check again. So if you want the landing to be automatically created instead of going full, like covering all the number of risers, that is, you can see 8 risers are created, 9 are remaining. Just click when the 8 risers are completed, and second click anywhere you want. So there is auto landing created in between the two connected parts. In this way also, you can have two different flights connected by an auto landing. Okay, and just finish. You can see there is landing that is created and two different flights. If you want to change the flights individually, you can change both of them individually. Okay, as you can see, I have changed the width of this staircase, and it's not affecting this part. So if you want to change this as well, you can have it. So in this way, you can modify your stair. Okay. And as far as the landing part is concerned, go to stair, and if you want to sketch the landing, you can even sketch it. Go to boundary, finish. You can have a small floor visible. So if you don't want the railing here, skip it, and under the edit types, you can see all the properties that we have seen while we were modeling the staircase. So these are similar. Okay. So this is how the landing can be modeled individually. So if you want on any other shape, you can have that too. Okay. For now, I require the circular landing. So I go to circular. Okay. Finish. Okay. By default, the railings are created. We don't want the railings. Okay. This is how our landing will look. Okay. So now just consider if we have a unique shape of staircase. So in that case, we need to sketch it out. Okay. So let's sketch it out. Here we have three entities like the boundary, riser, and the stair path. Okay. First of all, the main thing is creating the boundary. Then we have to set the riser, and lastly, we have to set the stair path. So let's check it out. If I have a zigzag type of staircase, so let's just remember whenever you are creating these sides, make sure you are checking the boundary. Okay. So I have created a boundary here. I'll just copy these lines somewhere here. Okay. And then go for the riser. As you can see, currently there are no risers created and 17 remaining. So we have to create the risers. Okay. So here one is created. You can see two is created, three is created, and four is created, five is created. But make sure the riser lines or the lines which you are drawing are intersecting with the boundary lines. If they are extending the boundary lines, the count won't be considered. Okay. All you need to just is to trim it cleanly. Okay. Or else it may means it will create an error and you won't be able to sketch your staircase. So it's better to keep them clean and trimmed. You can even copy them. Okay. And trim them out. If you want the same spacing, you can have it. If you want a different spacing, you can have it. If you want the same spacing, go check the dimension tool and click everything and click on EQ. Okay. In that case, all the spacing would be turned to equal. Currently, I don't require the equal one, so let's continue with unequal spacing. The aim here is to just let you know how to create a random shape staircase. Okay. Now there are 5 risers remaining. So let's finish them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still one is remaining. So let's have it. Yeah, 5. And just trim it out. Okay. So as you can see, 17 risers created out of 17, 0 remaining. So after we are done, we need to sketch the stair path. So stair path can be the up, and means it represents the orientation of the staircase, like from where it's going up. So I want the staircase in this fashion. So I'm sketching it from down to up. Okay. So let's finish and finish. Go to 3D. Okay. You can see as we have sketched the stair path from down to up, the stair orientation is in this fashion, and we can see the zigzag uh, trade and riser pattern also. Okay. So in this way, you can have your staircase in any shape as desired. So if you want to go to stairs, edit stair again, edit, double click on it, and by mistake, if you just instead of using the riser here, you use the boundary line. So what you will get? Okay. So let's terminate it here and finish. You will get an error. Okay. So make sure you start your trade means your staircase by sketch by using the riser at the start and riser at the bottom. Okay. So instead of this, I will use the riser again. And now let's change it. Okay. So now my stair is complete. And if you want the trades to be of any shape, like here they are just a straight line pattern. If you want it to be what you can say semicircular or spiral in shape, so you can have that as well. So let's check it out. And I want to riser here. Okay, so for now I'll just have a single one here. Okay, let's see 10. Okay, it's maybe this angle is too sharp. Okay, now you can see. If you check, you have the trade-off a different shape. You can sketch it as you want, but make sure the angles are not too sharp, or else it will show an error. Okay. So this is all regarding the staircase modeling. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.